started in just a minute, friends. Thank you so much for joining me. We are talking all things going live. Appreciate everybody being here. So thank you so much for the support. We're going to get to talking and chatting in just a few minutes. I appreciate everybody joining. Let me know if there's any questions. We are actively going live, friends. So we're going to get started in just a few minutes. Thank you so much for joining the live. I appreciate everybody who's here. And let me know if you have any questions. So we're going to get started in just a few minutes. I always want to make sure I am liking my live. We were pretty active earlier today. Very active, as a matter of fact. We were super active. Thank you so much. We had a lot of friends that had joined and they were asking questions and they were trying to make sure that they understood how to go live and questions that were not like related to the live. so so it was a fun time. I appreciate you all coming through. And so we're gonna get started now. I know we got a few of my friends going live now, which is awesome. I love seeing the folks go live. So let me know if you have questions. We're gonna get started in just a minute. I'm gonna go set up my screen. I'm actually gonna go a little quicker today because I always tell you when I'm going live and we have our Zoom meeting today, it makes it a little bit of a crunch for me to make sure that I'm doing all things here and still being consistent. Yet, I want to make sure I'm able to support people who have questions, and then we also have we're helping people with their recruiting journey or with joining the agency too. So the recruitment folks. Let me know if you're in the room. Thank you so much for joining the live. Go ahead and say hello. How you doing? Happy Sunday. We are almost done with the Sunday. And I am here. I said I was going to talk shop later or today. Do I want to turn on the shopping cart? I'm thinking about it. Hi friends, how you doing? Come on in. Let me know if you're new to my live. Put new. If you're not, just say hello so I know you're here. Sub for you. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you coming back and joining. Appreciate that. So I tell people when they join the live, make sure you like the live comments. So I appreciate you commenting. And then make sure if you have not done so already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. So that way you can get notifications if you click that bell of when I go live and when I post content. How you doing, Julie? Thank you so much for saying hello. You know what? Somebody in the chat, let me know before it's asked. Thank you so much. How you doing, Blended with a Twist? Appreciate you, friend. Let me know, first of all, when it says say hi, are you guys getting a notification? Let me know if you're getting a notification that says I need to press this high five or something that says say hi. Yes, so you do get a notification. Okay, that's good. Next thing, somebody answer this question. Why do people say to say their name? And you don't say anything else. You want to say my name. So say that. Thank you so much, friends, for the subscription. I appreciate you all subscribing to the channel. It is definitely supporting this channel, getting pushed out to more people who need to know the information I share about going live, because most people are shy. Well, that has nothing to do with saying their name. Thank you for that, I guess. How you doing, friend? Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I got it. We got to stay focused. So this is a professional channel. Make sure you stay on topic. I appreciate all the comments and engagement, but we got to stay focused on topic. I do co-stream. So I'm going to go on the TikTok side, just so that you guys know. I talk a lot over there only because this is a playlist. So this becomes a playlist for you to go back and hear all the different tips and strategies I give. And I am a creator network. That means I'm an agency for TikTok. TikTok, let a girl become an agency. And so I'm an agency. I'm recruiting people and helping them go live. So literally, I'm building up live stream. I'm saving lives, y'all. Girl, your voice is annoying. Oh, okay. Well, you won't hear it no more. Yay. Yay for you. So let me know if you have any questions. I appreciate your friends. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know if you have questions, and I appreciate you. Let's see. Okay, we got to stay focused, y'all. Stay focused. I got to put folks in timeout. I apologize because this is a professional live stream, and it's also for people 18 years and older. So again, because I live stream on TikTok, I'm using it to make sure people are eligible to go live. So you have to be 18 years and older. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you taking the time to be here on this channel. Let me know if you have any questions about live streaming. So if you are not 18 years and older, this is not the channel for you. I'll say that right now because you have to be 18 to live stream, and I talk about how do you monetize, how do you go live. And so I want you to be successful. So we're talking all things in a professional manner. So let me know if you have any questions. In the meantime, we're gonna go live. You said I not okay. Let's make sure you are not here. Thank you so much, friend. So let me know if you have any questions. I appreciate you all supporting the live. We're going to stay focused. I'm about to go live on the other channel because on TikTok, because I actually do need to move quickly today because we're meeting at 6:30 and I have some things I need to do. I need to send out some reminders and do a couple other tasks. So I want to make sure I'm able to support within reason. Okay, friends. So we are, well, you know what? I'm going to turn on the shopping cart because I'm going to talk shop just for a few minutes. So I'll turn it on. I'll talk about a couple products. Since I did this before, I just have to set up my screen. Let me know if you are new to my chat. Go ahead and put new in the chat if you are. And so we'll talk about a few items. Let's see what's in that. Mine. So we'll add a couple products. I'm just going to add a few. We'll talk about those. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all joining. I appreciate the support. Let me know if you have any questions, and then we'll say done. It automatically added some more products. So how do I take those out? Uh-oh. Let me remove them. TikTok doesn't like it when I just add a few products. So it tries to add more to my cart. I want to make sure I'm not adding products that I don't have because I don't have them. I don't have them, TikTok. Okay, so we're just going to do the three. And we're going to be done. So we'll do those three. We'll do the gloss. And we'll have the board up. So that's it. Hello, TikTok. It is Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income Agency. Let me know if you are new to my live. Come on in. We're gonna get to talking and chatting. So I appreciate everybody being here. We are talking all things going live. Thank you so much, friends. I am doing well. I appreciate everybody joining. This live stream is for my people who are nervous, afraid, shy, and they are trying to go live. So I'm happy to be here and support you all. So I want to make sure I'm answering questions. So give me a minute. I'm setting up my screen. I want to make sure I'm answering. Beverly, how are you? Barbara, how are you? You came back, friend. How are you? How's everything going? I'm setting up my screen. I'm multitasking because I want to make sure I have everything set up. Thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you joining me again. Pull up my board a little bit and we're going to get to talking in a little bit. I appreciate you coming through. I'm going to share out my live today. For this particular live, I appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. For this particular live, I have my shopping cart on. So we're going to talk all things shopping a little bit as well. So I usually turn that on. We'll invite a few of our friends into the room. So I'm going to say, give me 1 second. I'm setting up my message. I always send a message out to people to let them know I'm here. Setting up my message, and I want to make sure and yes, tips. Okay. So thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you, friends. Go ahead and start liking the live, share the live out if you don't mind. Thank you so much. I appreciate you as well. I am talking very intently on my other screen. Hello, friends. The YT is busy today. Hello, Silver Fox. Hey, I turned on the shopping cart, so I'm going to talk TikTok shop. I'm happy you came back, friend. So, Yes, so I turned on the shopping cart. We're going to talk about TikTok Shop because I thought about you. I know you said you wanted some tips. Barbara, did you say you wanted tips too? I can't remember if you were also the person that chimed in and said TikTok Shop. So I'm going to give a few things about TikTok Shop today. So thank you so much for the populars. You're welcome, friend. So I turned on the shopping cart. So we will talk about it and talk about what's there. Yes, please. I see your friend. So, Barbara, do you already have TikTok Shop? You don't. I'm assuming you don't unless you have a different account. And my friend Silver Fox, you do have it, don't you? Let me know how you doing, David. Thank you so much for sharing the live out and coming in and supporting. Hello, Sultry Nana. Sultry Nana, I know you had TikTok Shop questions for a minute. You said I'm so mad I missed the beginning. Missed the beginning of what? I haven't started. I just got on here, pals. I'm just literally just starting. Blessings and peace. So you know your girl's always a few minutes late. But you did miss my opening, if that's what you're asking. If that's what you're saying. You missed the opening when I say, hello, it's Dr. Lisa. I just started the shop. Okay, nice, nice. Okay, and when we say shop, just to be perfect, clarifying, shop meaning showcase because you're a creator, not a seller. Just want to make sure we're clarifying that. I was waiting by the door. I'm not late. Oh, you're welcome. You're not late. I was talking, I have my YouTube open. And so Pals, she likes to join YouTube as opposed to TikTok sometimes. So I was talking to my other friend, but you are right on time, friend. You are definitely on time. Thank you so much, all who are coming in. Thank you for the follow. Sister Israel, I think that's what Sister Israel. Thank you so much for being here. So we are, you all are right on time. So I did what I did yesterday. Yesterday I was showing how the shopping cart can be turned on during your live. So we're going to talk about that because I do have it activated. What you were seeing earlier at my 10 o'clock is that I had my link for my creator network turned on. So I was talking about that. And so ultimately, unfortunately, it's an either or. When with me being a creator network, I can't have them both on. And I'm going to say this because people always ask me, how do I get a link if I want to show my products? How do I get a link for my business website or something like that? TikTok doesn't approve that. This is a creator network, so it's a TikTok program. It's part of their link, so it's not something anybody can have access to. Thank you so much, Shani. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the title gifter. Appreciate your friend and the heart finger hearts. Thank you so much. Hey, V Love, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for coming through in that daily heart me as well. So if you guys don't mind sharing out the live, liking the live as well, so we can get more of our friends in the room. Thank you for the rose. And so we'll talk about the shopping cart. I will also answer any question because Barbara, I think I need to talk for you about how to get TikTok Shop. So let me know if that is your goal. You want to know how to get it. That's a different conversation. What I did today was turn on the shopping cart so you guys can see. Hello, everyone. Do it scared. Love it, love it, love it. Yes. Okay. So I assume that was the case. You're looking to see how to get it. Now, let me ask this question. Do you go live? So your goal is to do it from a content perspective and you want to do shoppable videos, or are you trying to go live, you go live and you want to do shoppable lives? So let me know because this is kind of what we're talking about here, the shoppable live element. How you doing, Coach Chantel? Thank you so much for being here. And so we're talking about the shoppable live format. So how you can integrate TikTok Shop into your shoppable live. So that's what I did yesterday. I said I'll do it again today because it was asked earlier. So I'm happy to repeat it. And so you guys can kind of get a sense of what it's like. I normally don't turn on my shopping cart. How you doing, Lulu? I normally don't turn it on and activate it because, thank you so much for the shares. I appreciate your friend. Because, hello, 3, because I have the link to my creator network usually I'm showing. So it doesn't allow me to do both. Okay, so I have to pick between one or the other. So I did it yesterday. I'm doing it again today so you guys can see what it's like to turn on the shopping cart. It really does activate the other, especially when you pin a product. It activates the other TikTok communities, which is the shop community. So people are doing shoppable lives, and there are people who are customers looking for shoppable products. So when you start activating and pinning products, people potentially could be looking for those products or that type of category or niche. And they're like, oh, well, let me look at this. Oh, this person has their shop on. Let me check this out. So just know that that's something you want to pay attention to. Hey, friends, all coming in the room. I appreciate you. We're doing a little bit of a TikTok shop version of the live, and I'm just showing you guys how you can turn on your shopping cart. It allows for more people. Thank you so much, Nika Grace, for the shares. All of you who have shared out the live, I appreciate your support. So feel free to share, like, and then if you have specific questions, comment as well. Okay, so we're going to talk. I'm going to show, I have products in my hand. I'm going to do the same 3 products I had yesterday. And as you saw throughout the live, I was talking and then I would pin them and I would talk about them very intentionally. Per mom, don't let me forget to talk about the static image, that particular violation. Don't let me forget to talk about that, because I didn't put it in school because I forgot, because I had other stuff that I was doing. But essentially, I do have screenshots, so that is something where TikTok is actively talking about in October. October officially launched. So I guess they've been kind of screening for that a little bit more in this month of September. So we're really going to see a lot more in the month of October, where if you have a static image, something where you're standing, sitting still, or if you're reading and there's no movement, so you're reading your book, TikTok is like, that's a violation. So you got to be careful with that. So it is a thing. It is something that they're trying to be a little bit more intentional on. Let me know if you heard that. I just want to make sure you got that, because I know you had mentioned you thought it might have been something that was happening, and it is in fact happening. Nina, thank you so much for the follow on my phone and my laptop. Please forgive me if I missed you come in and hugs. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Joanna. She is very supportive. Netta, thank you so much, Netta. I appreciate you being here. I apologize for that. So, a couple things we're going to talk about. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. It's a combination of information. It is, thank you for the follow, Digital Auntie. So, it's a combination of the static image, like if you have something in your image or you're not moving. That's what they call it. And then they call it a low visual quality. So, people who don't have their lights on, who's, their visibility is poor. TikTok is saying, okay, you have to have movement, and you have to have decent lighting, high quality lighting. Okay, so those are 2 things. It's the same violation, but those are the 2 things that are happening most recently for folks. So you want to make sure you are moving, smiling, gestures. Somebody said they thought it was because of these sleep lives lately. People are turning on the live and just sleeping. So TikTok's like, no movement. You cannot be on the screen, not doing anything. So you got to be moving. Okay, what's the benefit of being part of an agency? Hello, Digital Auntie. Let me answer, you know what? Let me answer that question first. I don't have my link today because I was going to make this kind of a shop live edition. But if you click my profile, you got to make sure you click the profile photo here. My mini profile pops up, and then there's going to be my other photo. You click that, it'll take you to my main profile. So that's how you're going to get to my link, because it's on my profile. But let me talk about the benefits of an agency really quickly, and then I'm going to segue to the shoppable conversation. So benefits is, the main benefit is that you're going to get support. I was just talking about violations. Agencies have the ability to go in. They're almost like a kind of the middleman, your representative, for lack of a better word, to support you with getting your live stream back. So if you're with an agency, we can submit an inquiry to TikTok to say, this creator, based on their appeal, based on the circumstances of their live being suspended or in violation or banned, can they get their account back? And so agencies have that support to get your live back for you. So that's probably the main thing most agencies, all agencies, talk about. I go further than that, because my agency is really about helping you grow. So we're talking about launch your income agency. We're talking about different ways you can monetize, and how do I help you build confidence in going live, grow your community, and obviously monetize on the live stream. So we do weekly meetings. That's why I'm talking a little faster today, but we do weekly meetings on Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, where we're talking about some things you need to know. So I just talked about a little bit about the violation that's about to roll out in October. So that's something I will talk about in the live. There's some other things I will share with my community as well. So thank you so much, friends. Let me know if you have questions. And so I do the weekly meetings. I do one-on-ones. So if you need to meet with me and you want to talk a little further about your live stream and what's happening, I can do that. I'm also considered a data-driven agency. So we look at data. We look at your live analytics. I see live analytics. TikTok gives me a little bit more information so I can help paint a picture for you. And then I teach you how to look at your analytics so that you can start thinking very intentionally about what are the metrics, what are the things you want to move the needle on. And so if you want to grow, if you want to monetize more, I tell people what gets measured gets done. So as you're thinking through your live journey, you want to measure your performance. So I teach you how to do that. The other thing I do is that I'll do Zoom meetings for my beginners because there's a lot of beginners and I want you guys to be successful. And then we also have a school platform. We also have the chats here within TikTok, and we're community of supporters. So as people are learning about your interest and your topic and when you go live, people in the agency, we share information about who's going live and their content as well. And you're more than welcome to join, support them, and hopefully build a reciprocal relationship with people within the agency. So you're both winning and everyone's growing together. So that's what I love about the agency because there's a community of supporters. So it is doing really well and we are growing. So we have a few people who have applied, and I think our official approval numbers is 114. And we've been going since August officially. So yeah, so we're growing and it's a great community. So my agency, I actually have an agency. Technically I need to join, which I'm going to do in October. I have to officially wait, but the Creator Network Agency is Launch Your Income Agency. That's it. So you see my business account in the chat as well. You'll see that, and then like I said, we're growing, friends. So let me know if there's questions. If you have any questions about the agency, let me know. We're going to make this kind of a shop edition to the live. So I want to teach you guys a little bit more about having your shopping cart turned on. Okay. So my friend Barbara, she said, how do I get TikTok shop? So let me run through that really quickly. And like I said, anybody who's interested in an agency, you have to go ahead and if you click my photo twice, essentially, you click it once, the mini profile pops up. You click it again, it takes you to my main profile. And then there is the agency under my bio. You can join the agency through that particular link. I don't have it pinned here because I have the shopping cart turned on. So if you want to join, that's how you would do it. Okay, so how do you get TikTok shop? I tell people it's typically 5 things that you want to do actively to let TikTok know you are interested in TikTok shop. Hey D, how are you doing, friend? So if you're interested in TikTok shop, you want to make sure you do these 5 things. Now, first of all, there's 2 things that you have to do to be eligible. Okay, so those 5 things is like alerting TikTok, and then there's 2 things that says, okay, TikTok is not going to let you join even if you alert them if you are not eligible. Okay, TikTok gave me donuts as a flash goal. I'm going to pin it real quick. If you want to support my flash goal, 22 donuts, 1 donut per person. We only got 22 donuts available, 1 per person. Thank you so much, friends. Appreciate you all supporting. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Okay, so a couple things that we're going to do. How to get TikTok shop. First of all, TikTok says you have to be in good standing. Okay, your account has to be in good standing. Thank you for the follow, because if you're not in good standing, TikTok will say you're not eligible because essentially you need to make sure your account, because you're doing shoppable videos, so your videos cannot be in violation. So you got to make sure you're in good standing. How do you check for good standing? You're going to go to your profile. Under your profile, you're going to click TikTok Studio. That's on your profile. You're going to go to the post. They used to call it tools, but I think it's just now changed to post. You're going to go to that side. Under there, if you scroll down, there's an area that says account check. It's under the tools area. Account check. You're going to check your account. It's going to run through all of your videos to make sure they're not in violation. Okay? You should do this every time you post. Anytime you post a video, you always want to do an account check. Hello, friends. And so all who are joining the live, thank you so much for joining the TikTok live. I also have YT running as well. So I have some friends over there saying hello to me as well. And so know that that's the first thing you want to do. You want to make sure your account and your videos are in good standing. Again, TikTok's checking for that. Does your agency support your live creators or content for TTS as well? So creator network agencies are for the live stream. Okay, what I do is give you tips and strategies to help with your content creation. I talk about engagement strategy, and like I do stuff like this for TikTok Shop, so you understand TikTok Shop. So I know a little bit about the other areas to be dangerous, but I am a live stream coach. That's what I mainly do. So when it comes to supporting you, I'm going to answer questions for your content as well. And I always talk about different ways you could post content and some other strategies. I talk about engagement. I talk about maybe going to some of the people who do post a lot of content about content creation. But, you can get some tips and strategies because a lot of my people are beginners. So I understand what it means to go live and post content and make sure you're being intentional. And again, I tell people your live stream is content for you. So you want to be intentional about posting that content too. So yeah, so I can help you with that, but mainly I am focused on hello beginner, how are you, friend? You're a beginner. Hey, how you doing, Mrs. Babson? Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Friend, let's not spam the chat. Yeah, you are. I'm sorry. You gotta be muted and blocked. Sorry. Okay. So sorry about that, friends. Thank you for actually answering questions. I always answer questions. I see it all. I don't have moderators, so I answer questions. I do that intentionally. However, I do believe in moderators. Don't get me wrong, I believe in them. But I do try to make sure I stay in my chat as much as I can so that I can support questions that are coming up. So, okay, friends. So back to TikTok Shop. So when it comes to no need to apologize. That's right. I know. People don't have etiquette. And I tell you, this is a children's. It started off as a children's app, so um, we know that at the end of the day, there's a lot of children and adults that act like children on this app still. But in this community, we're adults, so we know how to act like adults. So that's how we make sure that we are supporting in that way. Let me know if there's other questions, friends. Thank you all for joining. Again, I am Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income Agency. I'm a TikTok Creator Network agency. I do not have the agency link in this live today. If you want to join, I can check and see if you're eligible. It is requirements to join. From a TikTok perspective, I don't have requirements, I have encouragements. Donna, how are you, friend? I see you. Hey. Thank you for joining, friend. Sandra, thank you so much for joining as well. So, if you click my photo twice, you can get to the link in my bio. Unfortunately, that's my friend Donna. Donna's visiting us from Australia. So, you have to be in the US or Canada to join the agency. So just keep that in mind. And then you also cannot belong to an agency already. So your account, it's one account per person. Okay. So if you have multiple accounts, when you talk about creator networks, it's one account per person. Okay. So keep that in mind. I always want to make sure I tell people that. I don't want you to be surprised. You cannot create a new account, then join and think that it's okay. No, TikTok says one per person. So just keep that in mind. All right, friends. Thank you so much, all who are joining the live. I appreciate you joining. Let me know if there's any questions. We're going to talk about TikTok Shop. That's kind of what we're doing for this live, so you guys kind of know how to integrate your shopping cart, your shop, in the live. My agency is Launch Your Income Agency. So I am the founder, the owner. Yes, so Launch Your Income Agency. And so my approach is helping people build their confidence, go live. My lipstick looks fire. I know. Which one? This one. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you for that. Okay, so let's talk shop real quick. So thank you all who are joining live. I appreciate everybody who's here. So shop. So you got to make sure your account is in good standing and your videos are not against any of the community guidelines that TikTok has out there. If it is, you have the option to make those videos private. You do have the option to delete, but just be mindful of that. Okay. So be mindful in the sense that TikTok wants you to make them private. I don't think that there's a rule that, well, there's a notion that you shouldn't delete a lot of your content. So you want to make sure you keep the content out there, but you can make it private so other people can engage with it. And then you can appeal a violation if it is an appealable violation. So keep that in mind. Someone contacted me and I'm not familiar with any of them. Say that again. Someone contacted me today and I'm not familiar with any of them. The agencies. You do have people who reach out and try to recruit that way. And so, is it free? It's not. It's in the shopping cart. So, I'm going to talk about the products in a second from another agency. Yes. Yeah, they'll send you notifications in your inbox. I use my live stream to recruit. And then I will, anyone who joins my agency, they have a referral code. And for me, that's good. The word of mouth, people supporting and vouching for being in the agency. We're 114 people, so for me, that makes sense to do the word of mouth. Agencies do not cost. Nope. The agency costs dollars. That's cute the way I've seen Nika. You did it that way too. No, it's a free program in the sense that TikTok, as you monetize in your live, you get rewards. TikTok takes a percentage, so you can earn up to 53%. I tell people most people, the average person earns about 49%. That's called the Scale Live Rewards. So under that program, TikTok monetizes you for your live stream. TikTok takes their percentage, and with their percentage, they pay the agency, and the agency's there to support you. Okay, so if you go live and you're growing and building your community and doing well, TikTok wins, you win, and the agency wins. Okay, so just know that that is part of how this goes. All right, so there is not a cost to you at all to join an agency. The goal, in all agencies do things differently. I will be the first to say that. All of them are different. Um, and you need to do your research on this. On my account, my very first video is pinned, is exactly that message. Do your research and you determine what's right for you and what you're looking for. And so when I was starting off on my TikTok live journey, I was like, I didn't do my research. I got a message from someone and they were like, oh, what about this agency? And in hindsight, I probably should have paused. I probably should have did more research. I didn't know what I didn't know. So that's the other thing. So if you join a good agency, they're going to teach you what you need to know. And so essentially I should have did more research in terms of what I wanted from my live stream and the experience and knowledge I wanted to gain from it. And so that's what I try to bring to this agency. I do a lot of training. I offer a lot of resources. I go live twice a day. I have a Zoom meeting that I'm doing today at 6:30, which is why I'm talking kind of fast, as well as I do one-on-ones. If you need to meet with me, we can meet and talk about your live stream. So I'm very intentional about being hands-on. So, um, um, Kat, I think I just answered that, friend. So let me know. That's what separates me. I think that's the most distinguishing factor, that I am actively involved in my creators and helping you learn how to go live. Now it's going to be up to you. I can't turn on your live for you. I can't host your live for you. So it's going to be up to you. I give a lot of information. I give a lot of encouragement. We're a community of supporters. And so at the end of the day, it's going to be up to you to continue to go live and build it and grow. You won't grow if you're not going live. I'm going to say that first and foremost. That's probably stating the obvious, but I think that needs to be stated because there's a lot of people wanting something to happen instantly, and it's not going to happen instantly. It requires you to show up. So that's the main thing I tell people. If you're not going to show up and you're not going to be kind of committed to the process, then you won't see the growth. So happy Sunday. How you doing, Ebony? That is what I was thinking. I didn't want to just jump in. You're totally fine. Someone reached telling me, 40. I don't know what that means, friend. It got cut off. You are appealing and calm and not hyped up and overwhelmed. Overwhelming. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Again, I recognize who my audience is. My audience is people like me. We don't want all the extraness. We don't need all the yelling. We don't need all the energy and excitements. Every now and then you get it from me, but not often. This is what you get. So, all right. So TikTok shop. Thank you for sharing the lives out. Thank you for the likes, friends. I appreciate everybody who's here. Laugh out loud. Here is rough. Yes. You hear it's rough. Well, it's what you make of it. No, it's so annoying sometimes. Absolutely, absolutely, friends. Thank you so much for the likes and shares. All right, so she's the real deal. Helped me a lot. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Mrs. Goodies. How are you? I agree. I like a bit of calm so I can take it in. Right? Did you get the flash goal? I did. You know what? It's 8 or 12. Thank you, Nika. We do have the flash goal. 3 minutes left, 3.5 minutes left. So TikTok puts these flash goals out there for us to have engagement in our lives. So we get the flash goal, and it's one per person. It's a way for people to support the live stream. Um, and it'll allow more people to come in if TikTok sees us hitting different metrics. So you'll see your room kind of grow a little bit more if you hit your live goals. So thank you so much. I appreciate you all. And it is one per person. So we're right at about 9 more that we need. So if you don't mind supporting the flash goal, it's 1 donut per person. If you don't know about gifting, I did my 10 o'clock because I go live at 10 and 4 every day. My 10 o'clock, I did a lot on the topic of engagement and gifting so that you understand how to properly engage in a live stream as a viewer. As a live host is here to educate, entertain, and inspire, you are here to engage. And so when you are sitting back being a bystander, it's not helping the live stream grow. So you want to support in any way you can. Are there some agencies that work outside of US and Canada? Yes. Donna, the answer is yes. I don't know which ones are with Australia. So you would have to, and it's not really a search bar for it. I think you would have to just go on the home screen and search there to see if there's any creator networks in Australia. Maybe that's the search I would tell you to do. Creator networks in Australia and see what you get back. He said, I have a problem recovering my account. What can I do? I need to schedule one-on-one also. Qatar, yes. What happened? What do you mean? Message me. So I think I messaged you back, but I think that's the problem. Is this the account or which account? Because you're on this account. Is this another account? Let me know, friend. I'm hearing and learning all the tips. Thank you so much, friends. Okay, I want to join, but trying to cancel the one I have now. I emailed them from another network. Gotcha. Gina. So, okay. So my friends in the room. Nika Grace, can you respond to Gina's comment of where to go to find out where she would go for her to know where her account is located? Waiting to hear back. Gotcha. No. Okay. No, Qatar. Let me know what are the benefits of having an agency behind you. Agencies support you with this is another account. Give me 1 second, Qatar, because I don't know if you officially joined the agency either. So let me close the loop on the other question, and I'll check for you because I think that was the problem too, that we needed you to officially join. So what are the benefits of an agency? Agencies support you essentially if your account is in violation or banned. If you have any issues with your account, that's the main thing agencies will promote about what they can do, because we do have access. TikTok gives us a whole platform where we can see how our creators are performing. We got data, so there's a lot of information there, and we can support creators with doing inquiries for you if there's something going on with your account. The other thing I will say is my agency, I do operate a little differently because I don't require you in terms of, I don't have requirements for you in your live. I have what I call strong encouragements. And I will say this, if you want an agency, you got to go live. That's what the Creator Network Agency is all about. So if you're not going live, I can't support you. So just keep that in mind. So I want to make sure that you understand that that's part of the agreement and commitment, is that you are going to be a live host, and then I can essentially support you in your journey. So what I do is try to make sure, that's why it's called Launch Your Income. I try to make sure you understand the different ways you can monetize, how you can grow your community, and then essentially how you can grow as a live host, and you are able to expand and stuff. And so we talk about different ways. Today I have the shopping cart on. So we're talking about TikTok shop. So we'll talk about that in a second. But I want you guys to be intentional about your growth strategy. So I do a Zoom meeting. That's at 6:30 tonight. That's why I'm talking a little faster today. So that's at 6:30. And then I do one-on-ones. I also will do information to help you when it comes to understanding the platform. So I go live twice a day at 10 and 4. And then I also have a school platform for you to get information from as well. I have finally decided to do 2 lives, just trying to figure the rock and roll mama, just trying to figure out. I cut you off, friend. I have 8,000 followers on this account. Do you really, friend? On the other account. on the other one. Yes. So I'm not sure. You had a login problem. I think that's what you were saying. That you said I will. I think that was the problem. You had some kind of login issue. She gives tips, answers questions, helps with problems. Thank you so much, Per Mom. Hello, Doc. Looking for an agency. Can you help, please? Yes. I am a creator network agency, so you all can apply. I don't know if we're going to get to shop, friends. Yes, I will go live. You guys got a lot of questions. I love it. Thank you so much for coming in, friends. Yes, I will have to go live. Yes. Yes, friend. Let's see. Thank you all who are following the live host too. Thank you for follows. Yes, I need to support. Zero support with the agency now. Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that. Your agency is named Launch Your Income. Yes, it is. Launch Your Income Agency. Yep. Thank you so much. Login issues. I need to apply. I want to apply. Okay, so I don't have the shop. I don't have my link turned on. I have the shopping cart turned on today. So if you want to join, there's a couple things I want to keep in mind. How do I join your agency? I'm enjoying your vibe. I get a lot of invites, but never join. Okay. All right, friends. Okay, couple things. I don't have I don't have the link in the bio, else I would tell you to click the link. I have the shopping cart on. So if you click my photo once, my mini profile pops up. If you click my photo again, it takes you to my profile. My profile has the link there. That's how you can join. So you apply. TikTok does have rules. You got to be in the US or Canada. That's the first one. The second one, actually, I should say that's the second one, but they're both equally the same. You can't be with another creator network. So if you are with another creator network, you have to make sure that you talk to them because it's one agency per account. Okay? One agency per person, not per account, per person. So if you have multiple accounts, you only can have one agency, one creator network agency. I want to repeat that because I don't want you to go and open up a new account and then think you can join because TikTok sees that as, double dipping essentially. And TikTok says that's a no. So you only can have one agency per person. You can't have violations on your account currently. If you do, TikTok says that's a no. Hey there, how you doing, Marsha? And then if you earned a lot, like $5,000 over the last, I think it's per month over the last 5 months. TikTok says you earn too much money, you don't need an agency. And so just keep that in mind. If you have over 1 million followers, TikTok's like you good as well. You don't need an agency. So those are things that you want to keep in mind if you are going to apply. And then I say this again, and this is kind of like my new message. You got to go live, friend. You got to go live. Okay? So don't join an agency if you don't plan on going live. That's the whole point. And then if something happens and you want agency support, I'm gonna look and see if you've ever gone live. And I'll be like, okay, you don't go live, so I can't help you. So you gotta go live. I'm gonna keep saying that because I've had several people in the last couple of months join and they're not live hosts. So it's numbers, and I don't want numbers. I want people. Okay, so I want people to go live. Is there a number of followers required? Um, to get approved, let me say, okay, now TikTok has been approving people as little as 500, as little as 50 followers. So you could get live access fairly early, fairly soon. However, if you are not going live and you try to join the agency, TikTok will make you do a 10-minute trial live. So in a perfect world, and I'll say this too, go live for 30 minutes, maybe go live a couple times for at least 30 minutes each and get used to going live and then apply. That's ideal because I've had people who go live, and I'm not saying that you couldn't do it the other way where you join and then start going live. I've had a few people do that, but I want you to get in the habit of going live. And so if you don't do it first and then join the agency, um, I don't know if you're actually comfortable with a live setting. So I want you to start going live. You're never going to really be comfortable. It's a little people get nervous and a little nerve-wracking if it's something you're not used to, but you get used to it. Practice makes progress. So I don't want you to sit back and say, oh, well, I did it once to join the agency and you never do it again. That's not what we're looking for either. So I want you to get used to going live. I follow, that's not me. Gotcha, friend. Let's see. Does the type of live content count? What does that mean, friend? Mrs. Natasha. What you mean? What type of live content? No, I mean, you can do your live content on whatever you want to do. You said I'm planning my first live tomorrow. Awesome, awesome. I love that. Okay, thanks for the tips. You're welcome, friend. Is 30 minutes live sufficient for what? For growth? For making money? For earning? For building your community? No. You got to start going live more frequently. You can earn money. Yes, you can monetize for 30 minutes. But if you're really looking at growth and having more people in your life, then you need to start going live more frequently than 30 minutes. They tell you at least an hour, 90 minutes to 2 hours. So you want to get easily over the 2 hour mark. 90 minutes is like the minimum. Or doing the dance class. Or you say, I do hair, so I normally do hair while live. There's people who do hair while live. Yeah, that's fine. Or doing dance class. Oh yeah. That's totally fine. People, we have fitness people here. We have people who cook. Yeah, it's all types of people who are here. Got it. You're welcome, friend. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Thank you for all the questions. Like I said, I don't have the link showing today because I was making this a shoppable conversation. Thank you so much for follow, friend. I was making this a shoppable conversation for some of our friends, and was making sure that we talk through the live process. I mean, I'm sorry, the shop process. So, hi there. How you doing? Barbara, are you still with me? Let me know if you're still in the live. I know I got away and I was going to share how to get shop. So let me know if you're still with me. If not, I'm going to segue to the other areas. And then my friend, thank you all who are here. My friend who asked about where to find the Creator Network. I'm going to show you real quick. So I'm going to come off. Appreciate you all. I'm going to come off so I can show you where to find it, that area. Let's see. I'm going to go to my shop page. Yes. So I'm on my TikTok shop page. This is my shop page. And so what I'm going to do is flip my camera so you can see the words. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Okay. So you're going to go to your TikTok studio on your profile. And at the top, you'll see, it may say post. I think they just changed the verbiage. So mine still says tools on this one, but it says live on this side. This is the side you want, TikTok Studio Live. Uh-oh. Someone messaged me at the same time. Hold on one second. So you want to go to the live side. On your screen, you'll see live. So you're going to scroll down. You're going to scroll down to the section that says tools and resources. Tools and resources. Okay? Under tools and resources, it may be boxes already here for you. But for me, it's collapsed under this arrow. So I'm going to click this arrow and it pops up. And you're going to go to the Creator Network. Join Creator Network is towards the bottom. So that's what this is. This is the hub, the area for Creator Networks. Yes, it has boxes. You're finding the box that says Creator Network. Okay? And so that's what you're going to do. You're going to find that box and it should have your information you need. Okay? That's for anybody in my live that's interested or already in the agency. That's the hub area for Creator Networks. Okay? So just so that you know, that's what we're talking about when we talk about Creator Network agencies. It is a TikTok program. Under there, it should tell you, scroll down, it should tell you how to make a decision. Hopefully you got that, Gina. So, okay, friend? So it should tell you, okay? So take a look on that area. Will that bring up the ones for Australia? It will not. So when I go to this page, so this account is not with an agency. So it won't tell you who are the agencies out there. So like when I click my Creator Network, it tells me about joining my screen. I need to flip so it's not backwards for you all. So it tells me about joining, the information that you gain and what you get, but it doesn't tell you how to find one. So, but once you join one, it has the information there for you to know who you're with and how to get your referral link if they have a referral program. If you decide to not stay, your contract's there. You can read through that, and you can know who is your creator network. So I'll just leave it there because I can't coach or poach. So I got to be careful about how I say things. But that's what I tell my creators to do. That's what the creator network area is. So once you join, your information's there. But if you want to find one, you have to go on the home screen and search. I think that's probably the best way to do it. Um, Thanks. Thank you again. You're welcome, friend. Okay. So let me know. Thank you all who are coming in. We were going to talk TikTok shop. So I'm going to keep it on the shop page because I'm going to talk a little bit from here. Okay. Got it. You're welcome, friend. So when it comes to the shopping cart, you're so helpful. You're welcome. You're welcome. Hey, like I said, I treat people the way I want to be treated. Hello, text link specialist. How you doing, friend? So I treat people the way I want to be treated, and I want to make sure you guys know. And again, at the end of the day, an agency can't make you go live. An agency cannot make you do your live stream. An agency, I'll be honest with you, can't drop a lot of people in your room and then all of a sudden your room is rooming. It's up to you. It's up to what you're saying, your message, and how people are connecting with you. Thank you for the follows, friend. I keep having trouble logging in every time I reset my password. It tells me to reset it again. For TikTok, I'm not sure what's happening. You might need to update the app, maybe. Maybe update the app. That definitely separates you. You're welcome, friend. Thank you for that. All right, so yeah, I granted, I know my audience, and like I said, my audience is a reflection of me. So at the end of the day, I want to make sure I'm supporting people the way I want it to be supported. So that's how I do it. TikTok Studio. Are you going into the app? You might be in the app for TikTok Studio. This was on the home page of my content. So TikTok Studio. Yeah, I'm on the home page, so it shouldn't make you do anything if you're in your TikTok account. TikTok keeps telling me I have live perks. You have live perks. Live perks. I'm trying to make sense of that word. Live perks. Rewards? They don't use perks. What does that mean, live perks? Somebody help me. Sometimes I draw a blank. I'm going to pin your comments. Somebody in the chat, let me know what that means. What are we saying? Rewards. Okay. I was like, what does perks mean? I was like, maybe I'm missing it. Rewards. Okay, yes. So you do have live rewards. TikTok is saying that you've earned some money, friend. TikTok's like, oh, you got some money over here. You've earned. So go click. One of the places you can see your balance. So this account, I think I have some rewards here. I'll show it to you guys. I think it's a few dollars because I haven't cashed out. I make it part of my exchange it for coins. So if you click on your profile, if you click those three lines at the top and you click balance, you'll see your balance. And so you have a few dollars there. And so I'll use that to exchange for coins. But when you click live rewards, it'll break down kind of what you've earned over time. And how does that look for you? Let me check it before I say it. Yeah. So yeah, it'll break down your rewards. Okay. So that's the case. All right. Let me know if that makes sense. But so you could have earned live rewards in a couple different ways. If you are going live, you earn it from people sending you gifts like donuts. Thank you so much, friend. So you get a percentage of that. TikTok will give you a percentage. What is coins? How do you use coins? Oh, Venus, that's a great question because you've used coins because you have a level 1 grade out. So let me talk about that. And you don't have a bio, so we're going to talk about that as well. So let's go. Let's go with, give me 1 second. Let me finish my thought, Venus, before I get to your question. So when you go live, you earn rewards. Those are, so the donut that just came in, or any of my live goal or my gift gallery, anything like that, or if you guys click the gift box or the roses down there, those are gifts that you're sending. And you need coins to send those gifts. So that's part of your question, Venus. If you're on a panel, like if I have my panel boxes up and people join my live because of that, people can send gifts. They can send roses. They can send different gifts to my panelists. So you earn rewards that way as well. I need to commit to go live. I usually on the other panels. Okay, so you were on somebody's panel. She was a guest on someone's live. And then To get your rewards, you got to have a PayPal account that's attached to it. So you have to attach your PayPal account. I'm new to this space and I'm not, and I'm so glad you are loud. You're welcome. In my mind, I feel like I'm loud, y'all. I'm not understanding. But thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. Hello, She Will. Hello, pals. So you get rewards that way. So coins, thank you so much for the daily heart, me friend. So to get coins, you can click the gift box, or is there a coin for you? So Venus, in your situation, your level 1 is grayed out. So you have to send a rose or a gift to activate your blue box. That shows that you've done some gifting or engagement in a live. And so TikTok grayed it out when you don't do it for 7 days. So because you've been away from a live for about 7 days or so, TikTok said, okay, or you haven't sent a gift in 7 days, TikTok says, okay, it's grayed out. So it's kind of dormant for people. So it's inactive. And so you gotta reactivate it by sending a gift. You put coins on your account by clicking the gift box. There's a recharge area, or you can go to what I showed you, the balance area on your profile, or you can go to the website www.tiktok.com/coin, COIN. And then there's an app for that as well. Okay, so those are the places that you go to get coins. Okay, okay, why do we all appreciate that so much? I know, y'all. Generational. My audience, and that, like I said, if you're gonna go live, you gotta know your audience. My audience are people who are older millennials, Gen Xers, baby boomers. We're not the young kids. We're not here for all that. We're traditionally here to learn and understand it so that we can build our community. Maybe we want to sell something. Maybe we want to monetize with TikTok Shop. Maybe we want to do some other things to understand how we can bring and monetize in our live stream. But we don't need all the yelling and all the other extra energy. We just need somebody to explain it to us. And so that's what I do. I try to explain it as clear as possible. Sometimes I'm not as clear, and the chat will help me out. But for the most part, I try to explain things so that people can understand. But you're right, it is a difference in style and approach. There are some fantastic conversations on the TikTok streets related to gifting. Oh, really? You said fantastic. Fascinating. I think I'm sorry, fascinating. Fascinating. Yes, that's true. Uh, we're more mature. That's it. It's definitely a generational difference. I agree. Yes, Gen X here. Yes, Gen X here as well. So yeah, you did a great job explaining. Thank you so much, friend. Hey, Flourish, how you doing, friend? Thank you, Cheryl's, Shirley's Vines. Thank you so much for the follow. Um, hey, Dr. Lisa, quick question. Would it be better to do an earlier than normal live or not do one at all? I think you want to stay consistent. You're talking about doing a pop up. That's fine. Do a pop up. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to do a pop up every now and then. I've done pop ups, not as often, but I do a few pop ups here and there. Yeah, you can definitely do a pop up. I think consistency matters. Yeah, I would lean towards if you have the choice to do one and not do one, I would do one. Yeah, yeah. Um, Thank you. Yes, I used to send a lot of gifts on my first profile. Then TikTok removed it. I earned and lost $20. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, you definitely want to cash out. Like that account there, I'm going to exchange those coins, but I try my best to cash out as much as I can. Hello, you said what? How you doing? Is it Mosami? Thank you so much for being here. What is the best time for lives? Bohemian Wallflower. How are you, friend? So, it depends. I always tell people, start with you. Okay? The algorithm will give you suggestions, don't get me wrong, but you got to start with you and what you can do to be consistent. So if you are going to be all over the place, then that tells you that's going to not allow you to show up and be consistent for your community. Okay, somebody did this cheat code because I talk about scheduling your live, and I thought about it from a way of organizing yourself, making sure you promote your live. So that's the way I was talking about it. But they said, you know what? It helped me be accountable because I had that live scheduled and I knew what time I was going live. I showed up because I put it out there. So whatever you need to do to be consistent is the first thing I would tell you. So you look at your time and evaluate what you have available to show up and be consistent at that day and time, because your audience, they start to expect you. You know, when I don't go live at 4 o'clock, I mess up the whole matrix. People are like, what is going on? So, but at the end of the day, I know that people are going to show up because I show up. And so that consistency matters. So if you show up, your audience is going to show up and they appreciate that. So try to be as consistent as possible if you can by setting a schedule. The other thing is TikTok will give you recommendations on your viewers after 7 days of going live. So you can look at your analytics and determine if you need to make some shifts based on when viewers are showing up on the app. That's helpful. Don't get me wrong, it's helpful and it may help you in terms of helping increase your live views, but definitely start with you. You said, okay, going live then in 15. Okay, thanks, Flourish. How do you get more 20 from old account? I used to be a seller. How do you get it? You may not be able to if that account was banned. I don't think it exists anymore. So you may not be able to claim those rewards. If it's not, I would send in a help desk ticket. You can go to your current profile, put in a ticket, um, and so just know. Hold on one second. I just want to make sure. You can click that here, and then you can go to. Um, hold on, is it showing up? There we go. You can go to settings and privacy, and then you can put in a report a problem to see if they can get you some information about that other account. So they may be able to help you, but I can't guarantee that, but that's a possibility. Hello, friends. Thank you so much. Appreciate you all being here. So that's a possibility. Thank you for the likes and the shares, everybody. Hello, the real Miss Bev. I saw you come in. I see some of my other friends coming in. Miss D, thank you so much. Please tell me about the big red heart with the caption, join my fan club. Yes. Somami, thank you. I think I said that correctly. Let me know if I said it. Got it. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. Somami, give me a few seconds because I'm gonna talk about this. This is the fan club. We'll talk about this in a second. You want to definitely know about that, and I will say you clicked it. So we're gonna talk about what's in there because you did click it. So you are a fan club member. Sometimes it's about picking one and doing it. I started Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and now 6 days a week. There we go, friend. That's it. Yeah, you got to start somewhere. Yeah, so the people are clicking the fan club. So let me talk about the fan club. Thank you all so much. Thank you for the follows. I appreciate you all coming in. Appreciate all the support. Let me know if you have questions. Thank you for following the live host. Thank you, everybody. Okay, so really quickly, fan club. So we're going to talk about that. So essentially what happens here is that TikTok is creating, thank you for the fan club, appreciate your friend. So TikTok says, okay, if you want to build a community, it used to be join my team. Now it says join my fan club. So TikTok thinks of this as an opportunity for you to connect with a live host that you really like and you become a fan of theirs. The old concept was that we were a team, we're working together. I still like the team approach because I do think there's something to be said about this live doesn't get activated unless people are activating it, are supporting it. And I use the joking way of saying when you enter a live as a viewer, you're entering a relationship. The relationship between you, me, and TikTok. So we're in a threesome, okay? So essentially what happens is that TikTok has this platform for us. We can learn and grow and connect with one another. And then you also have me as a live host. I'm here to educate, entertain, and inspire you. Okay? So that's the goal. And then you as a viewer, your job is to engage. Okay? So you're not a bystander, you're engaging. There's so many different ways for you to engage. And so thank you so much. Love said that was funny. So, um, I joined the fan club. Cool. Yes, you did, friend. Appreciate you. And so when you join the fan club, it tells you how to engage. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, God Wellness Woman. So it tells you how to engage. It literally gives you the instructions. It tells you. So if you click that for me, it will say the different steps that you need to do as a fan club member. It'll tell you to send a daily heart me for 45 points. So you get points for engagement. Okay, it will tell you, thank you for the donuts, Nika Grace. Thank you for the stickers. I see the stickers. And so it's telling you all the things to send stickers, send the popular vote gift. It'll tell you to share out the live as a fan club to bring more fan club members in. It'll tell you to put a comment in because it wants you to comment. Okay, so really quickly, my fan club members, when you put a comment in, I want you to say, hi, Dr. Lisa, but don't send it yet. I want you to click before you send it on that same line. There's a grayed out heart. So, hi, Dr. Lisa, there's a grayed out heart. When you click that heart, it shows you where you can get to my stickers. And so our friend by Wellness Woman, she sent some stickers. Put some stickers in the chat for me too. So send your hi Dr. Lee, send some stickers so we can see that. Because that's part of the fan club. Your fan is sending out stickers. They're helping to keep the live in the chat engaging. Those are comments. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Coach Chantel. Thank you so much, Vibe Wellness Woman. Love you, Universified. Love it. Msami, you did it. Thank you. You said love Dr. Lisa. Dr. Lisa, thank you so much. What is it, Biblo? Thank you so much. Hi, appreciate you. Qatar America, thank you so much. Per mom, I love it. So you guys can see that's engagement. Now, TikTok tracks every interaction. So as a live host, I can see how many likes you did, how many comments you did, how many shares you did. So you want your fan club. You said, I didn't know this. How did you know this, per mom? Love it. It's like, I didn't know this. So you can send all that out, and your TikTok is tracking that for us. So we're seeing that, and then TikTok tracks what level of a fan club member you are. Okay, so I got folks in the room. I think a person in the room. I gotta see who else is in the room, but before I put that out there, I think my highest fan club member is Nika Grace. Nika Grace, you in the room, friend. Nika Grace is a level fiver. I got level threes, I got level twos, and I got level ones. I haven't got level, I mean, I'm sorry, level four. She's a level four. I'm sorry, I should say that differently. She's, what's the word? Stage four? Maybe that's the right word. Stage four, stage three, stage two, stage one. So in the heart, if you see the heart, some of them have a spinning swirl around them and has Lisa. Those are subscribers. So those are fan club members that are also subscribers. But people like Nika Grace and some of the others, Qatar America, they have a heart. It's like an orange heart. It's a different shade. And it has a Roman numeral number. And so do everyone else have Roman numeral numbers in their hearts. Thank you so much, friend. And it goes all the way up to level 5. So I got a level 4. That's Nika Grace. Nika, say something nice to the people. If you're in the room, she may not be in a room. Nika, say something nice to everybody. I'm loving these education. I'm not feeling overwhelmed. You're welcome, friend. I appreciate you. And so you said I'm 31 next week. Look at you. I'm gonna pin Nika so you guys can see her. She I'm gonna say let's see. Because when I hit the stickers, hold on, what did I just do? I'm sorry, undo translate. I translated it. Okay, so she is a level. She's stage 4, meaning that TikTok gave her a special number. She's elevated because she's come to my live over 6 months. She's engaged weekly and almost daily. And she's been consistent. So now she's at level 31, almost 31. And then I have someone who's level 32. So just know that TikTok is tracking all that engagement. So as they come in, they're supporting, they're doing the daily heart meet, they do some gifting, they're leveling up. For this live is that orange, the heart meet. The blue box is for every live you go to. Every live you go to, TikTok is tracking that. So as you engage in those lives, thank you so much, friends, for the stickers. I appreciate you. As you go to those lives, you're engaging. You're engaging. And so you're gifting, you're supporting the live goal or the gift gallery. You're doing that to support the live. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate you all being here. And you continue to support that live and you get engagement for that. So TikTok gives you the blue box. The blue box has different shades to it. And so it goes all the way up to level 50. Okay, so from 1 to 50. And so as you're engaging, thank you all for taps and shares. I see you. Thank you so much for the friendship. I appreciate that. Greetings, heart. So as you're engaging, you're leveling up that way too. So let me show this real quick because some of my people don't know. Thanks for such a great explanation. You're welcome. Kiss Christine, thank you so much for being here. So thank you all for the likes, the shares, the comments. I appreciate all the support, the stickers. You guys are doing awesome. And the gifting that's happening. So Blue Box friends, thank you, Sue. Appreciate the shares. So blue box. Now we're gonna do this. I'm gonna show the blue box just so that since you guys asked about the daily heart meet, I'm gonna assume you don't know about the blue box. So I'm gonna share a little tip for you guys to follow when it comes to the blue box. Here's what I'm gonna say. In the comments, type in the word blue box. This is where I know you need to know a little bit more about the blue box. Type the word blue box. Don't once you send that, I want you to click your photo. Okay? So wherever you typed it, so type your photo, my friend, click your photo. Okay? This is where you're gonna click your photo. Your mini profile pops up. Then click your level. If it's level 0, if it's level 25, if it's level 21, if it's level 11, click your level. You'll see it. Sometimes it might be a grayed out 0. Maybe it's a grayed out 1. Whatever your level is, you got to do that to see this blue screen pop up. So once you click your level, a blue screen pops up and you're like, wow, I didn't know this was here. So that blue screen, am I subscribed to your channel? You're not. You're a fan club member. To subscribe, you have to click the swirly heart here that says 1 to 160. That's what you would have to click to become a subscriber. And that's how you become a fan club member. I mean, a super fan member. So I'll talk about my super fan in a second. So the blue box, let me finish the blue box and then I'll talk about the super fan subscription. That's new. That actually launched last week. I think it was the 15th. So it was last week, I believe. So, so when it comes to the blue box, that box shares those engagement points that you're collecting and what level you're at. Okay. So if you are, hello friend, how you doing? Hello, how you doing, Glam? I was like, who is this? Glam. Hey friend. So when you click that blue box, it tells you how many points you've collected. Then there's a / symbol. It tells you how many points you need to get to the next level. So if you're at level 0, you need how many points to get to level 1. It tells you there. And then right underneath that, it tells you how many points you need, the difference between what you got and what you need, how many points you need to essentially reduce to get to that next level. Okay? So in order to do that, you need to make sure you have coins in your account. A lot of it is the gifting. Okay? The gifting that happens in the live. So a lot of it's the gifting. So it's also the engagement, the tapping, the shares, all that stuff. There's a question mark at the top of that blue screen for you to look at to see if you want to fact check anything I'm sharing. What level needs to give for your gift gallery? What level needs to, oh, we did this the other day, you all. I couldn't see it. Tell me what's left. I have a level 12. It is the well. Who needs to, what's the well, guys? It doesn't show me. Let me look. You guys said it was in there. Hold on one second. I think I can't see my gift. I can't see. Somebody tell me. Nika, you tell me. Tell me what it is. 2150. But she said what level gifter? What level gifter you have to be to do the well? I think you do have to be a level to be able to. That's important for you guys to know because certain gifts, that's why you have to level up. Certain gifts you can't give unless you're the right level. The wellness love, oh, let me check. Thank you. So I think you have to be a certain level of engager. TikTok doesn't let everybody send out every gift. You got to be a certain level to be able to send that type of gift. Okay? I forgot that. Yeah. You got to have certain, not anyone in your room can send any gift. I got kicked out. Did you? Sorry. TikTok, be nice. Oh, look at you, Fred. E-Nurse. E-Nurse said, I'm a level 25. So she said it's at least level 25. You said the well isn't exclusive? Are you sure? It's not exclusive, but it's not like the money gun. You got to be a certain level to send the money gun. You can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to check for that, Nika. I don't think exclusive means that you can't send it. It's 15. Yes, it's 15 then? Okay. Yeah, because I was going to say it's certain levels. The money gun is, you said, no, it's two different money guns. Yeah, there's two different types. The money gun in here is not the exclusive one, it's just the regular one. There's two different types. Yeah, but it's still an exclusive. So click your blue box, Nika. Click the blue box because I can't see it, you guys. When you're the live host, you can't see the information that's being shared. Let me see. Maybe I can. Let me take that back. If I click my blue box, hold on one second. Let me see if it'll say it. Click your blue box. Okay, mine is 24, so I can't see earlier levels. Okay, I can't go back. Oh no, wait a minute, I can. Okay, Nika, no, I think Nika right. Let me eat crow for a second there. Let me eat crow. Nika, you might be right. let me say Nika's right. I don't know why I doubted Nika. Nika is always right. She's right. She is right. She's the exclusive one is in there. She's right. Nika's right. I apologize, Nika. You are right, friend. I can say when I'm wrong. You are right, friend. You are right. Nika said the exclusive gun is in there, so she's right. Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgive me, friend. I will never, never, ever doubt your word. So you're right, friend. I wouldn't give you you a maybe without saying maybe. Good afternoon. What did I miss? Nika just making sure that I stay corrected, staying corrected. So she like, okay. I apologize. Thank you so much, Sultry Dad. See, thank you, Sultry Dad. See, I thought that was the one that was in the gift gallery, but you're right. It is the exclusive. So Nika is right. Nika has been in these TikTok streets. She is a level 30 plus the 20. What is that? 24 for no reason. She is doing it, friends. She has been doing it well. Okay. Somebody said, "My God." He said, I accept all money goods. You guys are so sweet. Thank you so much. Hey, how you doing, Hydra? Thank you so much, friends. So I appreciate that. Nika, you are in these streets and all of y'all doing it. So I bow down to y'all. I bow down. I stand corrected. I apologize for that, y'all. When she said no, it has to be exclusive. So let me say this for our new friends in the room. Our new friends in the room, they probably like, I don't know what they're talking about, but something just happened. So let me explain it. Hello, Carla. Thank you so much for being here. Um, so what just happened is that gift galleries, get live goals, those gifts, they all are connected, many of them. And what she said is that they're exclusive gifts. Many of them are connected to, you know what, let me take that back. Let me say this differently. There are gifts that are connected to your level. Okay, there are some gifts that are connected with your level, and what Nika was saying is that exclusive gifts are connected to your level. So she was correcting me by saying some of the gifts in the gift gallery are not exclusive gifts. Some of them are. Okay, so that's what she was sharing. You said all the gifts that require love are under the exclusive tab if anyone wants to see. We got you, Dot. Thank you so much. Now, that dang DJ glass is an extra because so many need it. Say that again. She will. So she will. You're saying the DJ glasses? Yes, the DJ glasses. Yes, they are a challenge. Well, honestly, the last four gifts become a challenge. Just depends on what your room is, the makeup of your room. Yeah, it could be a challenge. Dr. Trish is going to be level 50 by the end of the week. I know. What level is Dr. Trish? Dr. Trish said, I'm going to zip through these 20s. She said, I'm a giver. He said, I believe. I love it. She said, I am a giver. That's what I do. I'm a giver. I love it. So yes. So really quickly, we digress because I was talking about the gift gallery because the question came up. But you guys are so sweet. Yeah, I'm making sufficient changes in my live room. Yes. Yeah, so it's important to evaluate your room and see what's working and what's not working. I would totally agree with that, friend, and just make changes based on what you think is best. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. What happened to the shop top? It went to the wayside. I got a lot of agency TikTok live host questions. Your girl was all lit up, then some. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate all the support. You guys are awesome. You are awesome. You know, I recognize we are all learning and growing. I see myself as a room of people who are trying to get this thing together, and we're all trying to figure it out. So I don't focus on that as probably as much as I should. And I'll be honest with you, when you are a live host, there are things you want to integrate into your live topics. And so how you're helping people understand how they engage, how their engagement matters. So there are some things I probably do need to spend a little bit more time on, but you know, obviously I have different topics I'm covering all the time. Dee, thank you so much. Are we having Zoom tonight? We are having a Zoom, and that's why I said the shop conversation did not materialize the way I wanted it to. So I am going to do a quick shop conversation, but I'm gonna have to get off because I need to send a reminder. I need to make sure everybody's able to get on because I had a few people join, so I gotta make sure that they get the link as well for the Zoom. And then Zoom time is 6:30 p.m. Eastern. 6:30 Eastern, so about an hour. We're about an hour out from having it, a little over an hour. I miss getting all of that lit this week. I even went live last night trying to get that singing. What you was singing during the live? Is that what you're saying? You said I started singing. I didn't register for tonight. Didn't see email. She will. Have you gotten any of my emails in the past? Let me know. Have you gotten my emails? Check your spam. There was a few people who got it in the spam. I have yours, so I know for a fact I sent it because yours is the business account. So I know I've seen it. So yeah, breaking through. So I seen it. You said you sung. So yeah, I definitely sent it. I see it in here. Um, you said I didn't see email either. I will go look right now. Please look, you all. You know this happened last time, and this last time I knew what went wrong. This time it shouldn't have went wrong. So let me know if you did not get it. Yes, I get them, but just didn't see this one on that phone call. Anybody who's in the agency that did not get my Zoom link, let me know. So Nika, she will, Miss Darlene, can you all check email for what tonight's meeting, 6:30 to register. I registered. Can you check mine? Um, Actually never checked for the registrations, but I will. Like I never actually do. I just assume y'all got it. But I will check, friend. Love Unified, Universified. If I'm not, that's not the email you gave me if I'm not. Oh, you know what? I don't know your government name. I'm looking in this thinking I knew your government name. I'm looking at my emails. I'm searching real quick. You just registered. Okay, so you got it. I got it. Just forgot to register. Doing it now. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. I received it yesterday. Got it. Okay, perfect. Be right. Let me check. Are you using? You know what? Do me a favor. Love Universified. I don't think I see that. So I must be using a different email that you gave me because I don't see that, and I can't check your name because I don't remember your government name, but I don't see that email. So I must be using a different email you put in the system. Let me check another way. Yeah, I don't have that in my system. Mm-mm. Okay, thanks. Yeah, that's not the one I have in my system. When I type in that email address, it didn't pop up. Yes, I have my Zoom link for it. Never mind, I got it. You got it? Okay, perfect. If you use my, I didn't get it. Never mind, you got it. Okay, gotcha. I just registered. Okay, perfect. Okay, so you guys are getting them. Okay, that's good. So, yeah, if you guys want me to change the email, so Trinana, you still in the room because you gave me like 3 different emails. So let me know which email you want me to have in a database because that's all I'm doing is pulling my list from the database. I don't pull anything else. I just pull my list from the database, and that's how and I can change it if you guys have a different email. Okay, if I checked and I can see it. Okay, perfect. I can change it if you guys want me to, but that's all I'm doing is pulling it from the database. Anybody new? Let me check and see if anybody joined since we've been in here. And oh, I did have some people join. Hello, friends. If you joined, say hello. I joined. So I did have a few people join. I was talking about the agency so much I didn't realize it. Okay, I got some newbies that joined. Um, um, the tiny stiletto. Are you still in a room? Let me know if you're still in a room. Okay, that person I'm gonna have to reach out to afterwards. Okay, and okay, friends. So this was supposed to be a shop conversation. It did not go there. So let me know. Silver Fox, are you still in the room? Let me know if you're still in the room, friend. And I'm happy to answer. And then Sultry Nana, I think you were in the room. Did you have a specific question, Sultry Nana? Because I do have the cart, I have the shopping cart cut on, so I just want to make sure I talk about it. And then I turned it on. Uh-oh, somebody's comment got filtered. I turned it on also because I wanted to show you guys that this is another way to drive a little bit more traffic to your room, especially if your shopping cart has things that are relevant to your topic. You know what I'm saying? So it's another way to drive people to your room. Okay? So you definitely can turn it on. I think it's a good strategy in general if you're like wanting to get a little bit more visibility. But again, it just depends on what you're talking about. Your shop is for electronics. My shop is for electronics. Is it? Yeah, so it depends on what you're talking about. So if you are showing, like my shop is mainly electronics. I show my clip-on light. I have my charger cord, but also have my lip gloss, the lip gloss, because you see it on my lips. so so that's part of it too. So yeah, I think that's another way you could do it, just to depend on what you're talking about. It's Sunday Reset today. Make sure you drop your heart me and collect your points. Yes, definitely drop your heart me. Thank you so much. I have another question. What's that, Sultranana? What's your question? What's your question, friend? Let me know. And then I'm gonna stay on no more than 5 more minutes because I want to make sure I can send out my second email and take care of some other things. Hello, Russell. Thank you so much, friends. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you. Let's see. And let me know if there's any questions. So, Trinana, you said I may have to ask on the back end side. Okay. Yeah, send me a comment then, an inbox question. I don't mind answering it. All right, friends. I appreciate everybody who's been in here. Thank you so much for your support. We are going to meet up in just a little bit. You said, yeah, TT needs to use reply to specific comments. Yeah, I'm trying to join agency. Oh, hello, friend. How are you? How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Russell, so Russell, you don't have a bio. Do you have a bio, friend? Let me know if you have a what's your page about? Are you going live as well? Where's the link? So you know what? The link, I had the shopping cart turn on. So when I have the shopping cart turn on, I can't turn on my agency link. It's one or the other. So I have to pick between the two. So I have the shopping cart turned on right now. Now I probably could turn off the shopping cart because I'm about to get off. Let me turn it off. And so to turn it off, you got to delete the products that's in there. Okay. And you know what? The link still doesn't show for me. That's right. The shopping cart's the only one that's popping up. That was the problem. Yeah, there's no way for me to get to the link. Account is private also. Yeah. Oh, okay. Russell, yeah, Russell, you got some work to do. Russell, I want you to you said I'm trying to learn. Okay, Russell, come back. I come back at I'm gonna give you two homework assignments. I go live tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern and I go live at 4. So this is my 4 o'clock. I'm about to get off. But I'm gonna give you two homework assignments, okay? First thing is your your profile name is your email account. I would encourage you to put something that's relating to your live stream and not put an email name. So when you go to your profile, I mean, this is the nickname that we see in a live. When you go to your profile, click edit. You're going to click edit and you're going to make two updates. The first one is your name, not your username. Your username is fine, but your name. Are you familiar, Russell, with ChatGPT? Okay, to make profile. And oh, yeah, you need to make it not private too. Yes. Thank you so much. Look at y'all. Y'all so sweet. Thank you, Urban Eye Candy. Okay, I want you to do this. So you actually got three assignments, okay? First assignment, before you even go to the profile thing, you are going to go to your profile page, okay? On your profile page is three lines at the top. I want you to click those three lines. And if you scroll down, it says settings and privacy. If you click it, you see the area that says privacy. You can make it so that your account is no longer private. Okay? So you want to turn that out. See where it says account private? You got yours turned on. I got mine off. You don't want to have a private account because it limits how people can engage with you. And if you're on this app, you want engagement. You want people to engage with you. So you want to do that. So the three lines at the top, press it, settings and privacy. The last thing that you're going to see, click that and go to privacy. Okay, so that's the first thing. Second thing, I want you to go to ChatGPT. Under ChatGPT, you're going to ask it for a nickname for your TikTok profile in I think it's 160 characters now. It may be 80, but 160 characters. Let's start with 80. You don't need to have a whole lot of stuff. So let's start with 80 and then you can increase it if you need to. So you're going to go there and say, write me two examples of a TikTok nickname and an 80 character bio for my page based on me being, and put some characteristics about yourself. Maybe you are, I don't know what career you're in. Talk about your career, talk about your family, talk about maybe if you're retired or you're Gen Xer or you're boom or whatever it is. Put some things about you in there. Basketball. Put basketball. Are you 18 years and older? Russell, let me just make sure you're of age. Because you can't go live if you ain't of age. So, and so then you hit send and let it come back with some answers. 60. Oh yeah, you're good. You're good. You're good. So basketball, put whatever you want to put in there. And you can just say you're new to social media, but you want this bio. So you put all that stuff in there, hit send, and let it come back with you. Then after you hit send, you're going to go back to your profile page. So again, on your profile, you see that little edit right there? Let me turn off my screen so you can see it fully. You see edit? You're going to click edit. And that's where you're going to see the name that you're going to change, not the username. Don't do the username, do the nickname. You're going to change your name, and then you're going to scroll down, you're going to hit save, and then you're going to scroll down to the bio, and you're going to hit save there. Copy paste that in there, and you're good. Okay? That's what you're doing. That's your homework. Okay? As soon as you get off this live, just go straight to ChatGPT. Make sure you change the thing to privacy. Toggle off privacy, make it public, and then add those things. And your photo's fine. If you want to keep the avatar, that's totally fine. Most people will put an image, but you don't have to. It's up to you. Okay? But you do need a bio. Hello, Miss Crochet. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. Thank you all for joining the live. I appreciate you all coming through. Coach Jess, how you doing? Mrs. Jessie Motivates. I apologize. Thank you for the shares. Hey, happy Sunday, friend. Thank you so much. What's the last things? Your photo. I said you don't have to change it, but you could if you want to. It's up to you if you want to change the photo, but if you want to keep it with the avatar, that's totally fine. Yeah. Last thing I said was the photo. That was the last thing I mentioned. But so privacy settings, change that. ChatGPT to come up with a name and a bio. And then once you do that, you copy and paste whatever chat gives you into your nickname, not the username, the nickname, as well as your bio. Okay. And if you look at the bio, if it says you have 160 characters, you can add more stuff if you want. Maybe you can add your email address in there. If you have enough space, you can add the email in there. That's where you can do that at. Okay. All right, friends. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate everybody joining. Collect your points. Yes, collect your points. We're going to do our Zoom meeting for the agency. If you want to join the agency, I tell people, first of all, you got to be going live. So once you start to go live, okay? I know I got some folks that get the trial lives that come through, and that's fine. I've had a few people do trial lives and keep going live. But if you're going to be in the agency, you got to be live. You got to go live. So we're trying to do some things to make sure people are understanding the importance of the live stream process and want to get you guys going. Okay. Thank you so much. I see you all. Thank you for the follow, M City. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, Nika. I see you. Go live. Go live. I appreciate you all. So let me know if there's any last minute questions. I'm gonna head off. I will see you guys in the agency. I need help. MC, what's up? MC, you gotta be quick, friend. What's up? I'm gonna have you come back. I'm gonna have you come back at I'm gonna have you come back tomorrow. Tomorrow at 10 o'clock. 10 a.m. Eastern. I go live at 10 a.m. Eastern and 4 p.m. Eastern. I will be back. I have no reason not to come back. I will be back. 10 a.m. Yes, those two times. So, all right. I just got here. You just got here. Oh, TikTok played you. 10 and 4 p.m. Eastern. 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. I come back every day. So I will be back. Yeah, I should be back at 10 o'clock. I was about to say I gotta pick up my friend, but I think I should be back in time, so it shouldn't be a conflict. I will tell y'all if it's a conflict. It might be a conflict. If it is a conflict, I'll put it in my notes. I'll let you guys know if it's a conflict. I may run late, so we'll see. All right. Take care, everybody. Appreciate everybody being